Then the second bead is unseated. The tyre is now easily removed from the rim by means of the carriage. To mount a new or repaired tyre, the tyre is positioned on the rim. The split ring is fitted, and the retaining ring is mounted using the bead breaker in line with applicable safety standards. Various techniques are available to fit tubeless truck tyres. If the universal mounting head is used, the first bead is always unseated by means of the bead breaker. The second bead is also unseated with the bead breaker. And demounted over the short bead seat. The bead clamp is then fitted to facilitate mounting of a new tyre. It holds the tyre in correct position, slightly raised. The first bead is mounted using the bead breaker, then the bead clamp is repositioned, and the second bead is mounted. Demounting can also be accomplished using the mounting tool of the universal mounting head instead of the bead breaker. The operation can also be performed using the tyre lever, or the mounting tool only, which is the more elegant technique to be used. The two beads are mounted separately, always using the bead clamp. It is also possible to mount a tyre using the mounting roll instead of the universal mounting head. In this case, the mounting head is simply replaced with the roll. After the first bead has been unseated, both beads are levered over the rim flange in a single demounting procedure. and the tyre is removed. Similar to the procedure with the universal mounting head, the bead clamp is used here as well. And both beads are fitted simultaneously. Most earth mover wheels have split ring rims. To remove the retaining ring, the bead breaker is applied to press the combined 15-degree taper split ring backwards. Then 2 bead clamps are fitted to assist the procedure, and bead breaking continues until the 15-degree taper split ring is accessible. As soon as this ring is accessible, the bead clamps are removed and the retaining ring is demounted. When the retaining ring is removed, you continue to press the 15-degree taper split ring inwards so that the sealing ring is accessible and can be removed. Now the 15-degree taper split ring is forced out using the bead breaker. The tyre is lowered onto the carriage to facilitate demounting of the ring. And the ring is removed. Then the second bead is unseated. And the tyre is taken from the rim simply using the carriage. To mount a new or repaired tyre, the tyre is positioned onto the rim. The 15-degree taper split ring is positioned and pushed on the rim using the bead breaker. So that the sealing ring can be mounted. Next, the retaining ring is applied and mounted using the bead breaker. Agricultural tractor tyres usually have a tube. The tyre needs to be deflated before it can be demounted. The inner bead is unseated first, then the mounting arm is repositioned, and the outer bead is unseated. Now the mounting head is rotated and the bead is pulled outwards using the mounting tool so that the tire lever can be properly applied. Next, the outer bead is demounted the tire is lowered onto the carriage and moved forward so that the tube can be removed. The inner bead is then demounted using the mounting tool and tire lever. In order to fit the new or repaired tire, the tire is positioned over the bead clamp onto the rim. The mounting tool is applied and the inner bead is mounted. The tire is then positioned with the carriage so that the tube can be fitted. Before the outer bead is mounted, the tube is slightly inflated. To prevent damage, the valve should not be tightened. In order to facilitate the mounting procedure, the bead clamp is added, the bead guide is fitted on the tool head, and the bead is mounted. Finally, the valve is properly fitted. Optional extras are additional jaws for careful clamping of alloy rims, bead clamps specially designed for alloy rims, clamps for split ring rims, the mounting roll for tubeless tires, and extensions for wheels up to 56-inch rim diameter to be used on Monte 4200 only. You've just seen it. Changing large tires is no problem with tire changes made by Hoffmann Werkstatt Technik.